What's up, niece? It's your girl Courtney J, and I'm back with another video. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. If you are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications so you guys can be notified every single time that I post an upload. Trust me, you never want to miss those. And go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and leave your comments down below because your niece responds to them, okay? Let me address something for y'all try to come for me in the comments. Number one, my hair. So I don't know what I want to do with my hair, y'all. It's in braids. I don't know if I want to go ahead and start a lock journey or if I just want to, you know, take them down and, you know, get them back every now and then. I don't know yet. What do you guys think? Leave that in the comment section down below. If you want me to like my hair, be like, girl, niece, like your hair, niece. If not, just be like, girl, don't do it. But I'm kind of feeling this. But I don't know if I want this to be a forever thing. Like, I don't want to commit. Like, it's the commitment for me stressing me out. Secondly, my makeup. It's a mess. It is 11:40 p.m. and it's late, y'all. So ignore my makeup. 3, my face is breaking out. I don't know what's going on. My skin is going through some type of dilemmas. I don't know if it's my menstrual. I don't know if I'm just too stressed. I'm human. I break out. Let's get into this video, y'all. So as you guys can see from the title, this bitch keep my shit. I'm gonna take y'all all the way back to the beginning. I met this guy through my best friend. Her name is KK. I'm gonna insert a picture of her right here. I love my best friend to death. We were all on Facebook and they were commenting to each other back and forth. I shot my shot. We ended up inboxing back and forth. I liked what I seen. He definitely liked what he seen. We went from inboxing to each other to exchanging numbers, and then we started texting. From texting, we started FaceTiming, and we was just talking day in and day out. So the thing with him is that he had a baby mama. And they had a fresh baby. Like, their baby at the time was about 3 months, I want to say. I guess the relationship just wasn't working. At this time, I'm about, I think I just turned 19 and he was 18 turning 19. Our birthdays are a month apart. So he was 18 turning 19 and his baby mom was 16. He would just tell me all these stories about his baby mom, how she would try to keep his son away from him. They have the same name. Him and his son have the same name. So we just gonna call him Jacob, okay? Big Jacob, little Jacob, whatever. Jacob, that's what we gonna call him. Me and Jacob was always talking and I just started liking Jacob so much. He started liking me so much. Like, when I say, like, it's crazy how much you can like a person just based off like energy over the phone and like conversations that y'all have. Like, it was like one of them type of situations where we never had a dull moment. Like, we always was talking about something. If we wasn't talking about something, we didn't mind just sitting on the phone, being silent. We go to sleep on the phone with each other and everything. Jacob's birthday was coming around and I had plans on going home. Well, I couldn't go home for his birthday and he was just telling me that he had bought himself some shoes, but he couldn't find a matching shirt to go with his shoes that he had bought. So I took it upon myself to go to the mall and find the shirt that went to his shoes because he couldn't find it. I ended up getting us both matching shirts. He didn't know I was sending it, so I just got his address and I sent it over to him and he received it in the mail and he was like, oh my goodness, thank you. During this whole time, Jacob will go see little Jacob all the time and he would tell me like, hey, like, I'm going to see little Jacob. When I'm with her, I'm not going to be able to really text you like that because I'm going to be spending time with little Jacob. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I understood out of respect for her, whatever. He would just tell me, oh, like, if she find out that I'm moving on, she gonna start tripping. I just don't want her to find out about us. And at the time, y'all, I was very naive. I was just like, okay, that's cool with me. He didn't want her to find out because she would keep Jacob away from Big Jacob. I would be like, well, take her to court like you do for your son. You take care of Jacob, like, take her ass to court. If he was to take his baby mom to court for little Jacob, they would arrest him because he's 18, she's 16, and technically that is statutory. And if you don't know what statutory is, it's pretty much when you're with somebody who's under legal age and they pretty much give you the consent to have sex with them, but they're still a minor, so you're not supposed to be doing it anyway. But he would just tell me like, you know, if that happened and, you know, they found out the age difference, that he would get in trouble and they would arrest him. I would just be like, okay, I get it. Like, I guess that's a tough situation. Mind you, at this time, I don't have a kid, so I don't understand all that. In my head, take her ass to court. Time goes on and he's always at his baby mom's house. It got to a point where I'm just like, why are you always gotta go over there? Why she can't just come drop him off? Oh, her mom, she be tripping because like I said, she's 16. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Spring break was coming up because my birthday is January 15th. His birthday is February, whatever. I forgot, but his birthday was in February and spring break was March. My mom was like, you know, I'm gonna get you a car so you can have a way to move around while you're at school. So I went home for spring break and my mom got the car like she said she was gonna do, and she had got me a 04 Nissan Altima. My little putt-putt was so loud, but I did not care. I was grateful, baby, and I was rolling in that 04 Nissan, okay? My car was so loud, but I didn't care because I had a car, so that's all that mattered to me. The day that I got my car, I'm like, you know what? I'm grown, I got my car. I'm gonna go see my man because at this point, we had already established a relationship. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pack my bags. They can't tell me nothing. I'm gone. Like, I got my car. What could you tell me? I can't go. Watch me. So that night, I packed my bag and I left. And they were just like, where you going? I'm like, I'm going to my friend's house for the night. Like, I got my car. Me and her finna go out. Whatever. I ended up going to see Jacob. I didn't see Jacob at his house. We actually was at his uncle's house. And his uncle lived a ways from me. So, like, his uncle lived in the hood, okay? I'm from the suburbs, so baby, y'all know nothing about where I was at. Everything was cool, like we was vibing, you know, we was, you know, booed up. As time goes on, we ended up going to Jacob's house. Now, I finally know where he lives at, okay? He will always tell me, like, park down the street. Like, don't park directly in front of my house. Why can't I park in front of your house, Jacob? During the time, I was just like, okay, I'll park down the street, whatever. In my head, I didn't think to ask, like, why do I gotta park down the street? I was just like, okay, as long as I get to see you. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I really cared about during the time, was being able to see Jacob. This particular day, I had met Jacob's parents. They liked me, I guess. I mean, they didn't really know me to not like me, but I guess they kind of liked my vibe. And, you know, we were just all chilling that day. So Jacob and I, we ended up getting hungry and I wanted Chipotle. We go to Chipotle, and when we're at Chipotle, he gets a call. I'm like, who is that? And he was like, it's my baby mom. And I'm like, oh, answer it. Like, you know, if it's that serious, like, I won't say anything. Go ahead, answer it, because it could be important. She could probably, you know, be telling you that little Jacob is at the hospital. Like, you need to get to where she's at, like anything. He answers the phone and she's like,
where you at?
He's like,
I'm at Chipotle.
Who you with?
I'm with my stepmom.
You can't be with your stepmama because I'm at your house and your stepmama crowd here.
What are you doing at my house?
Where are you?
I'm at Chipotle.
Okay, so who are you with? Because I know you're not with your stepmom.
I am with my stepmom, but we're in somebody else's car. What are you doing at my house?
I'm just dropping little Jacob off because I got something to do and I need you to watch him.
Okay, we'll just leave Jacob with my brother and I'll be there shortly.
The conversation ends. He's like, I don't really want Chipotle. Can we go to, I think it was Arby's or some shit. So we ended up going to Arby's and he gets a call again.
Man, like, what's up?
Who you with?
Man, like, I already told you, like, why do you keep calling me? What?
Because I'm just trying to figure out who you with.
Man, it really don't matter. I already told you I'm not gonna keep telling you the same thing. Like, did you drop Jacob off?
Yeah, I dropped him off, but I shouldn't have to leave him with your brother, and I'm not gonna leave him with your brother. So you need to hurry up and get here.
Look, I'll be there shortly. Just leave Jacob with my brother and go ahead and do what you gotta do. Didn't you say that you had something to do?
I do. I'm just waiting for you to get here.
You don't have to wait for me. Just go ahead, drop Jacob off. I'll be there in about 10 minutes.
The conversation ends. Jacob calls his brother. He's asking his brother, like, bro, like, is she outside? Like, is she still there? And the brother was like, yeah, bro, but she not trying to give me Jacob. She's saying that she's not giving me Jacob until you get here. The whole time, I'm just like, oh, shit. It's about to go down, y'all. If this see me, it's going down, okay? Jacob's brother ended up getting little Jacob and he takes Jacob in the house. Jacob calls his brother back and he's like, bro, is she still outside? And his brother was like, no, she's not, she left. So Jacob was like, who is she with? His brother was like, oh, she's with her best friend. I'm finna have to be up at this point. The whole time we're pulling around from the other corner, Jacob's baby mom and her best friend is sitting at the corner waiting for us to pull up at his house. When I pull up in front of his house, the friend is coming down the block, y'all. Jacob looked at me and he was like,
my baby mama crazy. When you unlock this door, get the drinks and come in the house. I'll get the food. Don't look back, don't say nothing, just go straight in the house.
We pull up in front of Jacob's house. Jacob runs, he gets the food and this nigga's like in the house. So me being me, I took my time, and at this point I'm just like making sure I got everything. I got my keys, I got my phone, whatever. Jacob's baby mama knocks at my car window. So mind you, my head is down and I'm making sure I'm, you know, I got everything or whatever, and there's a knock on the door. I'm like,
Who is you?
you can go in there and ask Jacob who I am. Whatever y'all have going on that don't have nothing to do with me, you should really take that up with him.
But no, I'm asking you. Who is you? I'm not asking him, I'm asking you.
Again, go ask Jacob who I am. I'm not telling you, I don't have nothing to say to you. This does not have shit to do with me. If you're gonna be mad at him, bitch, be mad at him. The friend hops out the car. So the friend is just talking mad crazy, like, yeah, best friend, da da da. You know how best friends are, just amping shit up. She steady asking me like,
So who are you?
so I keep telling her like, baby, ask him. If you know me, I just want to say this. I'm not running from them. It could have been 70 that hopped out that car, bitch. I'm not running from a thing. You tell me that you want to get down with me, bitch, we're gonna get it busting, because I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not dodging no action. I'm not ducking my taco. You're gonna know exactly where you can find me if you want to get up with me, and that's just it. We're steady going back and forth, and I'm steady telling baby mom like, look baby, like this is between you and him. If you want to know who I am, go to him, ask him, let him tell you. This is between y'all. This don't have nothing to do with me. Keep me out of it. Let him tell you who I am. It's up to him on if he wants to tell you who I am or not.
I'm gonna slap out this.
I stepped out in the car and I'm like, well, what I would do? Like, what's up? The best friend is like,
Slap her best friend, slap her best friend.
I said, girl, shut up. Like, just shut up. What y'all trying to do? Like, y'all wanna fight?
Who are you? Who are you?
I don't give none of that shit. Do you want to fight? Like, I don't want to hear no more questions, shit else to ask me. You know who I am no longer matters to me. Do you want to fight? They just steady going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I asked again, do y'all want to fight?
Who the fuck are you? Like, how you know him? Where you come from?
Look, y'all not trying to fight. We can go up in here together and ask this nigga who I am so he can tell you exactly who I am.
Okay, let's go. Let's go ask him. Let's go ask him.
Well, I thought you was gonna slap the shit out of me. You popped the window to not jump me. You said that you was gonna slap me in front of your best friend for you to not jump me. Bitch, I asked if y'all wanted to fight. Y'all could have jumped me. Do you think that me and my best friend is gonna pop up at a window, talking real crazy, real shiesty, to not pop off on it? The moment I said best friend, I'm finna slap this, my best friend could have gave me the okay and I would have been slapped. And I'm really not one to start drama. I'm really a don't start no shit, won't be no shit. I don't hit nobody unless they hit me. Right then, I knew it's not on the crumb. So we walking in the house, they're walking behind me. Again, if y'all really wanted some action with me, y'all could have whooped my ass, but y'all didn't. You walked behind me and didn't say shit. We walk up in the house and Jacob's eyes got buck like, yeah, I brought him in. Now tell him who I am. Since yo scared ass when I run up in the house, tell her who the fuck I am. She's like,
Yes, bitch, you got you was going around my baby.
at this point, I don't have nothing else to say. I already asked if they wanted to fight. They want to fight. It ain't shit else to say. As long as ain't nobody putting hands on me, we are good. It ain't shit else that I have to talk about. I asked you if you wanted to fight. You basically told me no. That was the end of the discussion for me. So at this point, she's going off. Like, this is going ballistic, okay? Jacob ass is so scary. And when I say she was like knotting Jacob up, like she was really knotting him up. You can knot him up, but you ain't gonna knock me up. That's just dumb. And bitch, you ain't gonna knock me up. But he's running from you. You better knot his ass up. Well, he scary. What is he running from you for? The whole time they just going back and forth. So Jacob's dad comes downstairs. Jacob's daddy like,
hold up, too much going on. What the fuck is going on? Y'all gotta go.
She was like,
what the fuck? Like, you really gonna put me out? I'm your baby mom. You gonna put me out for...
The best friend is like,
just come on, best friend. Just come on, best friend. This nigga is pathetic. He's putting you out over this. He's putting you out over this. He's choosing this over you, and you're his baby mama. He's pathetic. He's pathetic.
This looks at me and be like,
and while you looking and smiling and shit, you're pathetic too.
I was just like, man, I don't know that shit you're talking about. But you had the opportunity out there with my ass, you ain't do it. You had the opportunity when we was walking into with my ass, bitch, and you ain't do it. Now they're outside, and baby mom is still wilding. Like, you could hear her outside going crazy. From the sounds of it, it sounded like she was so heartbroken. She was crying, yelling, screaming like, this is her. All of a sudden, we chilling. Everybody's in the house, we all good, we chilling. Jacob's brother runs downstairs and he's like, yo, like, she's somebody's car. Like, it's a black car out there. Somebody's car. It looked like a truck. When he said it looked like a truck, I was just like, oh well, shit, it ain't my car because I ain't got no truck. Stepmom was like, well, shit, you better not be on my shit. He was like, nah, it's not your car, but it's somebody with a black truck. I was just chilling because I don't have no black truck, so she can do what she want to do to their car. All of a sudden, there's a knock on the house door. So Jacob's dad goes to the door and he answers the door. It's the next door neighbors. And they're like, she needs to come outside and check on her car because they just keyed her car and they poured something, looks like some bleach or something all over her car. My heart fell to the ground. Do you hear me? Like, my heart dropped. I literally went from 0 to 100 so fast. The reason why my heart dropped was because I knew that I had to go back home to my mom. And I had to tell my mom what happened, and I only had my car for a week and a half. I knew my mom was flipped, like she was gonna go crazy. So I go out there, I'm looking at my car and I'm just like, oh shit. So I'm like, what the you need to give me some information on this and let me know where she live at. You need to give me an address. You need to let me know something. Where the best friend live, what's his name, what's her first name, her last name, because at this point, who is she messing with, bro? What is her address? Because I'm finna go this girl up. I'm finna her up. I'm finna best friend up. And whoever answers don't him up. And y'all, baby, I'm him up too. I'm finna all these people up because one bitch y'all not gonna play with is me. Telling me like, oh,
her name is this. I don't know where she could have went. It's her and her best friend. They said that they was gonna go somewhere. I'm pretty sure she didn't go back home. Her mom lives here, but her dad lives here, but she's always at her aunt's house, and her aunt lives here, and then her grandma lives over here.
But he's not giving me an address. He's basically giving me the runaround. He's telling me all the areas that she's always in, but he's not telling me exactly where I can locate her. Take me to her house. I call my cousin. At this point, I'm like,
where y'all at?
And my cousin's like,
what's going on? I'm at home.
I need to come meet me right now. Just keep my car.
My cousin and her 2 kids, she got 3 kids. So she took her 2 oldest kids with her. And she was like,
what happened? Jacob
is just sitting in the car. I'm telling them what, like everything that went down or whatever. My cousin, my oldest cousin, she's like,
this need to up some information. Like, I don't give none of that. This nigga need to up some information. He know where live at. He know her number. He know everything. He needs to up some information now.
So she goes to the car and she's knocking on the window that he's on. He's looking and she's like,
roll down the fucking window.
So he's like,
what's up?
Give me the bitch number. Like, you just sitting here not doing shit. Give me her number.
He give her the number. My cousin called. And she like,
well, bitch, what the fuck you want to key somebody's car? Come key my shit.
She's like,
stop playing on my phone.
And she hung up. So she was like, well, what are you finna do? I'm like, I'm finna go file a police report, but I want to find this girl. And she was like, all right, go file a police report and call us back. We go to the police station that's by my grandmother's house. They told us that it was nothing that they can do because the incident didn't happen in that city. It happened in a different city. So we have to go back to the city that it happened in, and we have to file the police report there. We get to the police report, and Jacob says,
whatever you do, don't give them my name, don't give them my age, don't tell them nothing about me. If they ask why you're with me, just say that I'm just a friend. I'm just like,
okay, you're finna go to jail for statutory me because you don't want to give up no information. I will. So I go in the police station. The officer's asking me like, okay, so who is this? Where do you know him from? Did the incident happen at his house? What's his name? How old is he? I'm like, his name is Jacob Ogilvy. His age is 18. His birthday is February such and such and such and such and such and such and such. The name is whatever I almost said her name. I gave him the whole spiel. Jacob, you don't want to up no information? It's okay. I will. I tell them everything about Jacob and this girl. When I go back out, the officer is like, can you tell him to come in because we need to talk to him? I'm like, Jacob, they need to talk to you.
About what?
Because they asked me for your name and I had to tell them.
Why did you give them to him? Why didn't you tell them that it had nothing to do with me?
Because they wanted to know where it happened at, and it happened at your house.
All right, man.
He got mad. I should be the only mad. So while he's back there, I call my mom, and my mom was asleep. She was heated. You could literally feel the steam from my mom through the phone. Like, that's how mad my mom was. My mom made it there in 2 seconds. My mom met me there, and she was going to fuck off. My mom's not a fighter. She's not into stuff like that, but she just went paid for it. Somebody needs to get that shit paid for. So my mom ends up telling Jacob, like, the reason why I'm so hot right now, it's not because of you, it's because of your baby mom. And it seemed like you're not really trying to give up no information, which is understandable because at the end of the day, that's your baby mom. And I understand that you're probably not trying to put yourself in a position to where you can't see your child no more. But at the end of the day, my daughter was with you. She was in your hands, and you should never let this shit happen. Like, you should have controlled the situation a lot better than what you did. It was just like, yeah, you're right, like, I'm sorry. Literally telling my mom the same thing he's telling me. Oh, her mom stays here, her best friend live on this block, this is the street name, but he's not giving us direct address. I go home, I sleep on it or whatever, and the next day comes. When I say my best friend loved me, she don't play about her best friend. I told her everything that happened. My best friend was there in 0.2 seconds. She was there quicker than my mom was the night that it happened. My best friend pulls up. She's like,
you remember what he said? Like, do you know where friend lives?
I know the street, but I don't know exactly what house it is.
Oh, he said it was a block over from his?
Yeah, it's a block over from his. This is the name of the block that he told me. The somewhere on this block.
All right, get in.
So I get in her car, and when I say my best friend is speeding to this man's house so we can get by his house.
If we gotta be here all day until this comes outside, we will do that.
So we get on a block. I'm like, so what you want to do? Because I'm trying to key this up. Like, I'm trying to key her shit up or flatten her tires or something.
We're gonna key her shit up. We're gonna smash her tires. We're gonna knock out her windows. We're gonna put sugar in her tank.
This bitch is crazy. Like, you want to do all of that. I was okay with one. Sis, let's go. This is my situation. But my best friend was so mad as if the situation happened to her. We driving up and down the block.
Best friend, do any of these cars look familiar to you?
Keep in mind, this whole situation happened and it was dark outside. This was not in broad daylight. It was late. It was about 10 o'clock that night. There's 3 trucks that looked the exact same, but they were all in different colors. There was an all black one. There was a really dark green one, and there was like a dark blue one. When it's dark outside, those 3 colors, they all look black. You don't know which one it is. Best friend, like, it's one of the 3 of these cars. Like, I don't know exactly which one because it happened last night. I couldn't really see.
Well, fuck it, we just gonna do it to all of them.
Hold the fuck up, okay? Like, now you're getting beside yourself. Like, we can't slash all these people's tires. We can't do this to all these trucks. Like, we can't. If somebody did something to me, I want to do something to them. I don't want to guess who I'm doing it to. I want you. I don't want them. I want you
Well, we need to figure something out. Like, best friend, like, we need to try to remember because we can't just let this bitch slide.
Well, like, best friend, like, I don't really know what else to do because at this point, I don't know which color the truck was. Somehow, someway, we found out that the girl was in school that day. I don't know if he told me that's where they were at. The bitch was at school the whole time. We go back home and I just remember every time that I went in any area that I knew this would be in, that she was always in. Every store, every time I went to somebody's house, every time I was at a stoplight, I was checking these cars. I was checking in every store because I was like, oh, I hope I just see this baby mom. And guess what? After that, about a week after that, me and Jacob broke up and he went back to his baby mom. 2 or 3 months after that, I hadn't spoken to Jacob. Jacob wrote this long paragraph on Facebook saying that that baby was not even his baby. You keep my shit and this nigga not your baby daddy? This nigga not your baby daddy? I need to see you because you keep my shit over a nigga that's not even your baby's dad, okay? He's not this little nigga's daddy, bro. Like, what? So that's what happened. So unfortunately, I never found the baby mom. Shit, if I see the girl, I might still stop her to fuck up just because I feel like it, but I couldn't find her and I haven't seen the girl since. So that's what happened with that whole situation. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. I'm gonna see you all in my next video. Like I said, if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't leave here without subscribing because I'm watching you. But I love y'all so much and I'm gonna see you all in my next video. Bye y'all.